let's get started. So again, this is a sign, an 8-inch sign that came from, that I asked to be custom made for me by Macy Signs. That's her Facebook sign store. She has Macy, that's M-A-Y-C-E-E, Macy Signs. She's a Canadian sign maker, and I'm doing this on a large board. So I thought we'd change it up and be creative and use 4 colors with this. And on the large board, here is the zip tie placement on the large board. How my zip ties are in. I'm not sure about row 3 since it is an 8-inch sign, but I think we'll need to do row 3. So altogether, this is 32, 24, and 16, so 72 petals we are placing onto the board. So I did go ahead and prep up all the, almost all, but I left some for you all so I can show you how to make it. So here's all the colors again. So let me show you a couple of the yellow ones probably, and then we can just start adding those in there. So what this medicine wheel is, part of my background, my culture, is this medicine wheel reminds us that we need to balance all 4 aspects of our being. So there's spiritual, there's emotional, there's physical, and then there's mental. So all these aspects that you need to balance in your lives, just so that or rebalance in a life, and so so you'll have the most, what do you call it, to be healed. To heal. So if one doesn't work out, you can always go back and see what's going on and try to rebalance, try to rethink and revisit where you need to heal as a human being, right? That's what that all means. It's all if you need to know more about it, it's on Google. So I did wood burn this mess 10 inches by just over 10 inches. This is horizontal white stripe, it was called, but on the package it says Deco polymesh. Now it's called different. I'm not it, but it is a horizontal white stripe. Okay. I put the mesh curved side up, turn it this way, right, into a diamond, and we grab this and put it right where you think the middle diagonal line is. You just put it just right past that imaginary line from this corner to this corner, and you do the same thing with this one. I try to make a little square in the middle so I'll know that almost all my petals are all the same. Try to make a little square, and here I just put my hand like that, and I put this under. I'm right-handed, so I'm just gonna flip this over and fold it. Make sure these are lined up, the tips, and make sure those are lined up. And here I pinch from this corner and this. I see where the middle is. I pinch in the middle, see? Pinch in the middle. And I just slide these ends towards the middle, and I slide this over to the middle. So that's the shape. And I do these, when I do these, I grab a 4-inch zip tie. Okay, hold on, I'll explain what I was trying to say here first. Zip that up, close it up. And I grab a 6-inch zip tie, and I put this under those. The reason why I'm using different sizes is because I've tried using the 4-inch for this part here, but the zip tie is too small, too short, and so I switched it over to these longer zip ties here. And this is where you don't close your zip tie up fully. You walk this up, right? Walk it up make sure your zip tie is in the middle. And now you close it up. So that's your 3D daisy petal. So I clip off your zip tie tails. And I trim off this axis, leaving about 1 inch of tail. And I just trim that off. Okay, so there's your 3D daisy petal. So let me show you that again. Okay, so just grab this and just put it over that imaginary line again. And I do the same thing with this one. And I hold it right there and I flip it over. Okay, so line these up as best as you can. And I just find the middle. Look at this, and here's the middle right here. And I slide this over here, and I slide it over here again. Grab my 4-inch and zip it up. Hi friends, come on in. We're making a medicine wheel flower today in colors red, white, black, and yellow. This is an order I'm doing. We're using an 8-inch sign. I've made one of these quite a while back, like over 3 years ago, I believe. I made one of these, and I figured it's time to make one. And zip that up. Walk the zip tie up until you can't anymore. You can stretch your petal if you want to. And I just zip that up and clip this off. Okay. All right, so that should be good there. And then I'll clip this, cut that off. All right. So let's talk about the board. Again, we're working on the Unique and Acrylic Large Board today. I'm looking to see where my hanging holes are, which are up here. Okay, and I've divided this board into 4 sections because I'll be putting white, yellow, red, and black. So what I did is I divided it into 4, which makes 8, right? So 8 pieces of white, yellow, red, and black. So 8 pieces each for the second row. And so let's start it. Let's start with white. So this is the hanging holes right here. And this will be the top part. Okay. So on this side, 1, 2, 3 over from the middle, right? That's where I'll be starting the white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. And then I go do the same thing with the yellow, red, and black. Okay. So again, this is the hanging holes, and here is where we'll be placing the white. And what I've been finding is too, I didn't do this with the other purple one that I did a few days ago again. The zip tie up here, the tip, you see the tip there? I'm going to move that forward because that's going to make, we're going to use that for a stopper once I add it into the zip tie. So that's going to be a stopper once it's zip tied up, okay? So again, you'll need 72 pieces of oops, let me turn this around, of the petals. And I think 8, 6, and 4. So 18 pieces each of the colors I am using. So I did cut them as extra two pieces just in case. Okay. So add the white first. I'm just pushing this little zip tie head towards the front. So a couple more. Start with the yellow now. I even went with a Sharpie and wrote down the colors that I need to, so I won't mess up. So going in with the yellow. And then just putting the little zip tie head up to the front. Yellow. See all the petals that I made this morning. Nice and quiet, playing music in the background and just doing the petals, just taking it easy, enjoying my time alone while everybody was sleeping. Okay, so one more yellow, and then we'll go on to red. Okie red, red. All the red are down in here, so but I'll grab them. So we need 8. Yes, we need 8. 5, 6, and 2 more. Okay, here we go. Let's add those in there now. All right. Okay, so we're gonna go on to black now, and then I'll show you how to fold again. One more. Okay. I'm just pushing this zip tie again up in the front, the little zip tie head there. Okay, so okay, last one on row 2, black petal. Okay. All right, so let's clip off the zip ties. A lot of zip ties I'll be cutting off. That's 32 petals on row 2 altogether. So that's 32 zip ties. And I've been cutting lots of them during this morning here. Now my hand is a little tired. Just having fun clipping off my zip ties. So that's how that looks. Let me see when you add the sign in there. And poof, that's gonna be gorgeous. Let me show you how to fold the petals again. Only this time we'll do white. Okay. We'll do white this time. So I'll put this curved side up. I did cut this with a wood burner. I wood burned it. I put it curved side up. Okay, turn it this way into a diamond, and I grab this tip and put it right past that imaginary line, right from this tip to this tip. And I grab this one and do the same thing. And so creating a little square in the middle. So it's a perfect size for me. So I'm just gonna put my hand right here with my thumb on the little tip. I'm just gonna put my right hand under and fold it over. Okay, flip it this way because I'm right-handed again. Make sure the tips meet. Okay, and that you get that shape. And right here, and looking at this, and right here, this tip, I pinch it in the middle, and I slide this over, pinching it, and there's your shape. And this is a 4-inch zip tie, and I'm going to be putting it right over there. You can use a rubber band here if you want, but I prefer to use a zip tie. But for this part, the opening part right here, that's where I'll be slipping in my 6-inch zip tie, connecting it but not closing it fully, and then I walk this up until I can't again, just pulling it like that, trying to place the zip tie in the middle where I pull and you zip it up. You clip off your little tails. And here's where I said you can leave an inch tail, so you cut off this part. Okay, so there's your 3D daisy petal. So I'll do another one here. So line these up. I think this is my new favorite petal here. I like it. But then all the petals are my favorite. Yeah, walk that, walk up, 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 up. And zip it up. So we'll start with white again. Just dump all the petals. Start with white. Hopefully those don't confuse you. There we go. Start with white. Oh, I need to turn these around. And zip that up. I love these boards. You can design anything on here, you know, divide all the board and write on the board, and your design will be nice and well planned out. And so when it will be covered up, as you can see. Okay. So I think I made more than I need. Oh, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I don't know. We'll see. So here we're doing 6 petals each of each color. So altogether 24 petals for this, for row 3. So there was 32 on the second row, and that's 24. And on the 4th row, We'll be adding, I think 16, but we'll see. 4/8 of the color, I believe, is what I was thinking. So I'll go on to the black now. I need to change up my cover photo on this page here. I think I'm gonna add this one. I'm gonna add this on that photo today, on that cover photo. There's a lot of teachings that go into this medicine wheel. A lot. A lot. Most of them I can remember. But that's all I know is you go refer back to this wheel, and so you can balance and heal, rebalance your life, your emotions, your spiritual state, everything. Your health. Go back to this wheel and use it to heal your body, soul, mind, spirit. Okay. Now all those petals for row 3 are in there. And we'll cut off the tails. Oh, I'm only using 1 roll each of the colors there. I didn't even finish up the whole rolls. I'm only using, what did I say? Oh, 8, 6, and 4. 18 pieces each of the mesh. $18 pieces each. Let me show you. Hold, I have it over here. See how much I had left. Okay. That's how much I had left. So if I were wanting to go in and to do a small board with these, I think I'd have enough. But with a bigger sign, maybe like a 10-inch. Excuse me. Okay, so that's how that looks. Let's hold up the sign. Yeah, we need to do row 4. Okay. Is that pretty? I like it. Let's add those in there. And then we'll add our sign. We'll do that white first again. Okay, let's just start with the white. Again, I'm pushing my little zip tie head in front and placing my petals where my zip tie is inside of the zip tie, so it makes for a good stopper again. So 4 each of the colors now. One more white. Yellow. yellow. So I didn't make one too many petals each. So just to be on the safe side, because I didn't know how it was gonna cover up here, and so I did. That's why I made all extra petals. Yeah. One more red. See, when you do your petals like this, you get all your zip ties up like this with the serred holes and everything. Get all your zip ties all caught up underneath. So you gotta watch out for that. Alrighty. So black's turn. See, I did make 2 petals each. Extra petals each. So I made 2 red, 2 yellow, 2 black. There's 1 white one that's missing. I don't know where it is. So those ones I gotta put away because I need to do 1 more of this here. 1 more like this. These are supposed to be sitting side by side. They can, so I think they are. Yeah, good. All right, so I'm gonna cut off those tails. I hope the sign will sit right here. I hope. Maybe it'll just sit on top, which is okay too. So I won't squash my petals too much. Add the sign. So what I did with the sign is I went in and used E6000 for. So I'm just gonna slip those into those pipe cleaners into those 2 holes. And there's the sign. There we go. Add my hanging zip tie. And there it is, my friends. Excuse me. There it is. Medicine wheel flower.